all in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, all in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
53, check. We don't want this. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53. Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
53, Mike. Oh, you get on the head.
Go, 4 down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 72 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically...
And got his man complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike, number 52. Good job right there. 53. It's a party now. Boss, boss. It's a party now. 53. Gun. 53 is the Mike. Bring it. Right.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
We got double up. Good job right there. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
53 to Mike. 53. Let's go, T. Hey, 0. It's going to be a long.
Here's Wilson to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
That's another Seahawks first down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Single receiver.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Lynch. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mike 27. You ain't doing nothing today. Check. Rush it. in.
Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Following a fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chris Jones in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Double count.
Makes it 3rd and 17.
53. Mike. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Hey, look. 19. Orbit. 6. One left. Right.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Let's go. Move. 50. Ready?
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He finds Robinson. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Alert 3. Mike's 50. Bring it.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. 1st down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Kansas City.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. After the interception, here's Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. A toss play. This is Lynch. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Fair. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Yeah. Go. Under 10.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 38-yard line.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Show it up.
From the 38, Wilson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Penny. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 40.
On first down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Hey, let's go.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 43. Alpha. Mike 50. Pick me up. Here we go. Hey. 50 to Mike. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take another into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
53 is the mic. Watch the slant. Check. Good guy. 4 down. Good guy.
Here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Man, I got you. Gun.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, alert. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Truck. You better bring it. Check. Hey, hero, play.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Hey, come on, come on, Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
to throw is Wilson. Throwing again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, yo, go. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike. We ain't giving up nothing. One left. Check 50.
From the 38, Wilson being chased out left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. It's a big play there for Seattle. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up second and 8
Here we are.
at the 9-yard line.
Check 24, check 24. Got it. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They run again with Carson, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
I'm going to come back to you. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Zebra. 53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
On third down, Wilson. Got a man. It's Brown. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey. Tighten up. Pull it together. No. Off. Check 4. Shim.
1st down to run with Lynch. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. To throw is Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it. And
a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson now to throw again. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
53.
To throw again is Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. One Wilson to another for a Seahawk first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Wide, get wide. Slam, hook. Kill. Go. 53's the mic. 53, check 53. It's a party now. 49, check 49.
A 2nd down carry for Procise. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check 3. $36 power. 53's the mic. Echo. I'm here all day. Check. 53's mic. Go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
SOS. Check 43. Flare.
They'll try and run down here with Procise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
You got 3. 42 to Mike, boy, 42. 42 to Mike. Here we go. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Here we go.
To throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 47 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Kansas City.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
Makes the score. Chiefs 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Gordon. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This from long, very long range. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish it well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't... I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support rod. Lifting up
never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Get the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Keep playing hard.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Hey, 0.
To throw on 3rd down. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
57 colors.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Alert. He's coming. Double up. One flip. Let's go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Relook. 53 is the mic. Come on, D. Check. 50. Hey. Check. 53 is Mike. Delta. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. One left.
And here's Wilson operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A very solid gain of 27. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquille Griffin. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check box trap. Check back 33. I'm coming. Shift. Check 13.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Hey, 15. Back.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Good job right there.
The drive starts with C.J. Forsythe. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, he's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd and a long way to go. Wilson.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Third and long, it's Wilson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chris Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Watch out for Hill on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow, 480. Get that quarterback, D-line. 15. Quarterback, D-line. Go. Get that quarterback. Mike, check 33. 33. You look night-night. Don't look night-night. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Now Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 27. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. It's a swerve on. Mark, hello. 33. Cut.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to take. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. They run it with Carson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he will take this one home. It's a touch. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And going deep for into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Let's go. 14. 53. Mike 53. Down to lose one. You go take. You got take. You got take right there. 25. Check 25.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, fellas.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch.
Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Check.
Brings up 2nd
Six down. Check 6 down.
Chiefs 17-yard line.
12. Still got 4 down.
From the 17, Wilson. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 17 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Mike's by 4, Mike.
Yellow.
Mike's by 4. You. Mike's 54. Orbit. 54. Watch the run.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Ziggy Ansah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7 on 2nd down. Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 23 yards, the final tally. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
43, 15.
Check 26. Bang.
Now here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the in. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
This is Carson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 24.
53. Check 53. Now watch one.
Hey, alert.
Watch out. Orbit. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, check 24. Chance. Rush in.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
14.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Chiefs nothing.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it. Lynch. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You can't block me. Mike, check 33. Let go. Hey, check Mike 33.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17.
First down.
Check my exit.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now here we go. Finish the game.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
15.
Check my 33. Check my smoke. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike, check 33. 33. I'm here all day.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check my 33. Check my 33.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
From the 27, Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Bang out, bang out, bang, bang.
3rd and 15.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson is complete to Lockett. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Zebra.
53 for Mark. 53. Check. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Gun.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Mike, check 33. Blue Dan. He's checking.
On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 33 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use...
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Gets it to Gordon. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Hey, alert. Let's make go.
Watch the eye. Mike, 53.
Wilson to throw on third down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's complete to Jerome Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. Towards the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get it?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Brings us 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Jim. Check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And an alley to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Good job right there.
Watch the wrong trot. Baby, that's a baby shot. Sponge. No.
Mike, 50.
Hey, hero, 15.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Got him in, it's Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
61, matchbox, light.
Now Williams. And an alley to run. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 41 yards on the ground. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 43. Two, fellas, let's go. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Hey, check Mike 33.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got it to Williams. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, check Mike 33.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Williams will try again. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation.
Hey, Sunday.
Check 50, check 50.
Mahomes now to throw. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Watch the pass.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. It's a foot race. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 96 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
You break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
27. Watch the twist.
Hey, Ripple is.
Check 37. No. Off.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Exit. Check four.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 27, Mike 26. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Watch the screen. Check, crunch.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
Let's go. Hey, let's Alpha. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Coming. Wide, get wide. Slam. Mike 27, Mike 27.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping and a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Mahomes now on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Ezekiel Ansah. Who else? He's in there for his fourth sack of the afternoon.
Attack. Check.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They start the drive with Lynch. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. Wilson wants to throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To try again after the sack. Wilson got Gordon open, completes it. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Lucky. Say.
Now Wilson on first down, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the victory here for...
Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told them wrist. I bet you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew they all on my hey back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick then hit with the back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
watch out for this. I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, 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 car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Good work, boys. Let's go.